representation and honor representation. To pull back the curtain that shrouds the greatness of amazing Black African individuals who are right now, right beside us, among us, moving us forward with passion, commitment, and vision, and who are actively doing so with fearless determination. This is the man before us, and this is the man beside me. In documenting his unwritten history in the making, we will ultimately bring light to the profound contributions of genius, imagination, and creativity made by young people of African ancestry presently among us. In telling narratives that are happening now, we will reveal the interconnectedness between past, present, and future, bearing witness to the deep forces that have shaped the exquisite beauty, strength, and profound sense of pride that flows through the Black African human family. It was for this reason that I sat with this man, who is swiftly and startlingly approaching his own transcendence. He spoke to me freely, his words flowing like a river in the fullness of spring, meandering powerfully through the myriad of ideas, flooding his intellect and emanating from his spirit. He spoke animatedly, without wincing or cowering from tough questions, ever conscious of the responsibility to re-image himself, to uplift his people beyond and above the low grade to which he and others like himself have been maliciously assigned. Across timelines, he moved in lockstep with his ancestral past, drawing upon their suffering, their tenacity, and wisdom, imbued with knowledge of self and love for his family. He conveyed a passion for freedom, for justice, and for redemption. He spoke about his life and ideals, thoughtfully, with a heady, complicated compound of hip, hubris, and humility. Brother Disa Siddiqui Oji spoke of his ancestors often as if they were here in the present. He spoke as someone honored to walk in their footsteps, humbled to be part of their lineage. He courts, he invokes, and even craves their presence as if they were treasured mentors, his spiritual fountainhead. From his cavern of his basement, on late evenings we sat and talked for a few weeks, mind traveling through his life's journey, exploring his guiding stars as he summoned up his story with mire and mirth. His reflections conjured images of colorful kente-cloth, the iconographic motif, his own historical quilt unfurled as he spoke. Beautiful, passionate, his kente-cloth unfolded like a gift of grace, with patches of turbulence here and there, defiance here and there, but of hope. To listen to this man was illuminating. To hear was to be inspired. To understand was to be jolted into a retrospective glance to places and times when it all began. And while he did not speak in minutiae about everything, you could hear it, you could see it, you could sense the birth of a new yet ancient radicalism throughout his personal narrative. He was gracious, without restraint or condescension, imparting his own aquatu, his own journey. This man before us is not dead and gone. He is a living story, here and now, not a calcified relic. This, I Am Brother Oji, is a book of heroes. And Brother Oji, I am pleased and proud to say, is emerging as one of them.
I know you could do better than that. I know you could do better than that. I told you, my good friend Ayo is a man of letters. And because of that, Brother Oji is also this visionary. Some of you don't even know he's a poet. You don't know it. As we look at Clifton Joseph, Dub Poets at Large.
You know, if we had time, we'd rock out tonight in Porch, because there's enough poets in the house tonight. It's almost like back in the day. Anyway, I wish we could.
Who knows? JCA might cry. But here it is. This one, Brother Oji said, I want poetry. And he thought a thought like thought. And young poets of the revolution came. It was so wondrous and powerful. We had one of the original one here that participated in this young poets of revolution. His name is Eddie, the original one. Put some noise and put your hands together for Eddie, the original one. Come on. Come on, make some noise.
When I say family, y'all say what's the word? Family?
What's the word?
Family?
What's the word?
The word is revolution. You look at me strangely. You recognize me, but my face you can't place. A mirror image of you? You think? Nah, it can't be true. But I am a mirror image of you. A reflection in tears that seen 400 years, for better or for worse, fatal grounds of souls that have known the hearse. Because dying and being a black seems at times the totality of our African reality. It's not fiction, but fact. And when they said to get back, and I said to fight back, you said that I should be seen and not heard, right? Are your bright days now dark nights? For bodies have integrated, but hearts have separated. Broken branches of trees, North and South America and the so-called West Indies, and Africa, the root, being uprooted, cut, poisoned, and looted, not only by our outsiders, but by our own. So we who are kings and queens so willingly give up our throne. But if the cake is mine, can't I eat it too? Bewildered by me, but I am from you. I will die, be buried, resurface again. For all logic says that your enemies cannot be your friends. So I'm your hope, your dreams of freedom, the ways and methods of how to get to them. So on this plantation, the slave has a plan of liberation. So I'm slitting throats and rolling heads like gnats. Using the brain given to me by the Creator, that's my gaps. For I have no qualms the day you enter my path. For sense I'll carry you on and feel its wrath. Raped, impregnated, a seed planted with sprouted roots. West Africa, home of our forgotten elders, ancestors, and spoken truths. Upon deafened ears at the time, but through time. Who hears? Who's heard? Like a child's first words, my eyes are open. You see where you're going, where we've been. The death, the rebirth, the reincarnation. But you don't die, you multiply. And I rise as the next generation. CHANGE. Now do you recognize me? I'm your child. Revolution.